So yesterday I was microdosing and I was traveling from Costa Rica to Arizona. And while I'm traveling, I oftentimes talk to a lot of people. And I was talking to my driver that took me to Liberia. I was talking to a bunch of people on the flights in the airport. And it's so interesting to see how our conversations, a huge percentage of my conversations with those people and their conversations with me were around things that we don't like. And just reflecting upon those conversations, I realized that there is a lot of complaining happening from my side and from their side. And this awareness made me pay more attention as to how much am I complaining actually in my daily life. And I started noticing, the amount. And I started noticing the words I was using. I started noticing the body language I had. Who was I complaining with as opposed to who was I not complaining with? And it got me thinking, if the outside reality is a reflection of the inside reality, and we get to create that outside reality through our thoughts and choices and perspectives and words, then how am I creating this very situation that I'm complaining about? So this brings the focus back onto full responsibility of my life. And in this process, I was trying to understand, how I'm perpetuating this very situation that I don't like. Because this present moment, I think I talked about this a while ago, but this present moment has infinite possibilities embedded in it. And those infinite possibilities are available to us at all times, except that our filters and our perspective and our way of experiencing those possibilities are preventing us from seeing it or not seeing it in a certain way. And so if there is a situation that I'm complaining about that I don't like, clearly I'm focusing on what is not working, what I wish it was and it's not. So I either have a limiting belief as to how I'm looking at the situation, or I have an attachment to how I wish this present moment was, or how I am not willing to admit that there is a need that I have that I'm not fulfilling. And so the opportunity here for this present moment to change is for me to look at that, to look at what am I attached to, what's the limiting belief that's perpetuating this, and how do I want it to be something else that it is. And these are all amazing opportunities for me to change what I don't like. Now, how do you do that? How do you stop complaining? How do you recreate a different reality for yourself? And what I kind of came up with, and maybe you have other insights too, and you can let me know about that. But what I came up with is that, well, first of all, noticing it and looking at it and seeing it for what it is. I am complaining, making an observation of how I show up in this moment in relation to this situation or to this person. And just making that observation, bringing awareness onto it, and not taking it personally, or not making it making yourself wrong for it, is the key to just fully look at it in a detached way. Because when we look at it from a detached way, we get to take it in as an information source. And then we can use that information to make a choice, or to make another choice, or to make another choice, or to make another choice. So just noticing. And then being fully honest with myself. Is there a need that I'm not fulfilling? And if there is a need that I'm not fulfilling, can I actually fulfill that need? And chances are that yes, I can, if I focus on the possibilities and not on all the obstacles that surround me. And also being honest with myself if I am attached to something, or I am limited in the way I look at this. So those are kind of the steps I found that are helpful into changing the perspective, into looking at it from a different way, and into looking at this not from a victim's perspective, but from a from a perspective of a person that takes full responsibility for how they create their reality. I'll talk more about full responsibility over our lives and my life in general. I'm still unpacking this and understanding it, and looking at it and feeling it. So any input, any suggestions, anything that will help me and others to understand it better are very welcome. Thank you so much.